They're stating that the subject didn't gain entry. There's glass on the floor, glass on the door.
Right now at 6 o'clock, we'll tell you what's being done to keep Nicholas DeNofrio's light alive after the Connecticut native was shot and killed in South Carolina.
I do not hate you. I just hate the way you handle the aftermath of the accident.
And a closer look inside the courtroom of the Sharon Essen case. What's next for the woman behind the wheel of that deadly hit-and-run crash?
It was 18 years ago today that Hurricane Katrina came ashore in Louisiana. Now Florida is getting ready for a strike from what could be a major hurricane itself at the time of land.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning, everybody. Glad you're with us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Tim Lammers.
And I'm Erica Arias. Thanks for being with us. We are checking in with Rachel Piscatelli. First off the top, a big day for a lot of kids starting off a new school year. We're getting the details on the forecast, right?
Yeah, very exciting. And it's overall going to be a mostly quiet day today. There could be a spotty shower this afternoon, but for the most part, it's mostly cloudy. So a good backdrop for any back to school photos now. I hear that clouds make for really good lighting for some photos. 64 degrees now. Dew points are low in the 60s. It's overall comfortable. So fair conditions, 60 degrees in Waterbury at 65 in Danbury, 63 degrees in Chester with dew points in the upper 50s and 60s. So fairly comfortable to start. Throughout the day today, more clouds than sun is expected. Temperatures moving from the 70s into the upper 70s to right around that 80 degree mark. And a brief sprinkle is possible this afternoon. 77 degrees in Derby today, 77 in Milford. High temperature topping out in the upper 70s from Lyme to about Montville, 77 in Wyndham. And then moving forward, we are bringing in a rising chance for rain tonight into early tomorrow morning, which could impact your morning commute for that. And we'll detail that out for you coming up in just a bit. Plus, talk about what's going on for the hurricane season. It is 6:02 now. Let's get a check out on the road. Symphony, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, and good morning to the little ones heading to the bus stop this morning. Let's get a check of the Tuesday morning commute. So far, so good. No crashes to report as we take a quick look at the Hartford drive time. Smooth sailing on 84 and 91 this morning. And down in New Haven, a little bit of a slowdown heading to Bridgeport, but no major delays on 95 South. However, the traffic volume is picking up out in New Haven this morning. And taking a quick look at the Fairfield County drive times, no holdups 95 South, 95 North, or on Route 15 in that area so far. As we wrap with a live look out in Milford, I'll have another update at 6:30.
Tiffany, thanks. 6:02 right now. This morning, we're learning that one person is dead and another person is hurt after a crash in Groton. It happened at about 9:30 last night at the intersection of Long Hill Road and Meriden Street Extension. Police say multiple vehicles collided with this one. Police had the intersection blocked off for several hours. There is no word on what caused the crash. And police have arrested a New York man in connection with a crash that left a biker dead in Mansfield 8 months ago. 22-year-old Luke Silver is accused of being drunk at the time of the crash last November on Route 44. Police say he crossed the center line and hit a motorcycle head-on, killing Roy Hurlzik of Bloomfield. Now, Silver is expected to be in court September 19th. 4 months after a fuel tanker rollover sparked this deadly destructive fire on the Gold Star Memorial Bridge, there is some good news for pedestrians. The sidewalk on the southbound side is back open. The Connecticut Department of Transportation sharing this video on social media yesterday, symbolically taking down the sidewalk closed sign there. The walkway had been closed since April 21st after that crash and subsequent fire caused extensive damage to the walkway. The bridge offers a crucial connection between Groton and New London, and it reopened shortly after the accident. Officials provided a free shuttle to pedestrians and bicyclists while the walkway was closed.
Well, in Madison this morning, people are still mourning the death of 20-year-old Nicholas DeNofrio after he was killed down in South Carolina. DeNofrio was only 2 days into his sophomore year at the University of South Carolina. And police said it was back on Saturday that DeNofrio tried to enter the wrong house on the street that he had just moved into when the homeowner shot through the door, killing him right on the front porch. Now, DeNofrio's mother shared a statement with Fox 61 saying that Nick was, quote, Funny, smart, compassionate, and loved life. We will miss him immeasurably. We are extremely grateful for all the support we have received from family, friends, and the community during this tragic time. Some people in Madison said they are going to surround the DeNofo family with love and support.
When people go through difficult times in this community, because it's small, everyone rallies.
Now, DeNofo was a member of the Phi Kappa Sigma fraternity at South Carolina, and his fraternity brothers started a GoFundMe to establish a scholarship in his honor, and it's doing well as of right now. Last check about 10 minutes ago, it's raised just under $60,000. Both Madison schools and the University of South Carolina said they're offering counseling to anyone who needs it. And South Carolina police are still investigating the shooting. Meanwhile, one state to the north, police are investigating a deadly on-campus shooting.
This loss is devastating, and the shooting damages the trust and safety that we so often take for granted in our campus community.
Yeah, that shooting happened at the University of North Carolina on its main campus in Chapel Hill. Police said somebody shot and killed a faculty member in a laboratory yesterday afternoon.
So classes are canceled today. The lab is also going to remain closed for the time while police continue to investigate. The faculty member or suspect responsible for pulling the trigger has not been identified. Well, 3 years after a young man was left dead on the side of the road, the nurse convicted of hitting him was sentenced to prison. Sharon Essen is going to serve 6 years for her role in the death of Isaac Alvarez. The judge suspending her sentence after 3 years.
Yeah, Essen hit Alvarez on Albany Avenue back in 2020. He was skateboarding home from a restaurant where he worked at the time. Now, his family said they are not happy with the sentence, that they think Essen should serve more time. Now, this morning, this former Waterbury city official is expected in court for a pretrial hearing. John Egan has been accused of a hit and run that left a 17-year-old fighting for his life on a ventilator. Egan was serving as the chair of Waterbury's zoning commission when police said he hit 17-year-old Brian Collier, who was on a scooter, before driving away. That was back in May, police said. An arrest warrant claims that Egan had been drinking for about 10 hours before the crash and had at least 16 drinks during that span. He has since resigned. Also, the man accused of shooting his girlfriend in the head in Woodbridge is expected in court today. Police said they were called to Raymond Road back on August 3rd. When officers got to the scene, they said they found Raymond Sosa had shot his girlfriend while she was holding their baby. She did survive, and the baby was not hurt. Well, 140 students in Hartford are going to spend their first day of school at a different campus. Jumoke Academy Middle School students are going to report to the Arts Academy at the Hartford Conservatory. Officials told us the middle school's fire alarm system is not working properly right now, and they do hope to have it fixed by the end of the week. The superintendent said it will be a little tight at the conservatory, but school leaders will make it work for now.
Well, new this morning, parents in Windsor are concerned after reports of mold in Oliver Ellsworth Elementary School.
Yeah, that new school year started there yesterday, and some parents are already saying kids shouldn't even be in the building. Fox 61's Lindsay Kane is live in Windsor with more.
Hi, good morning. The Windsor Board of Education is holding a meeting tonight to address the mold concerns, but some staff members have already spoken out about how severe they believe the problem is. Now, reports have been circulating between school families and staff members of mold in the building, and especially the classrooms here at Oliver Ellsworth Elementary in Windsor. Earlier this month at a town council meeting, staff spoke out about how the mold is impacting their health and classrooms. One Oliver Ellsworth teacher says over the last 3 years, mold has grown on desks, classroom supplies, and surfaces in her classroom. She says she's lost hundreds of dollars worth of school supplies she's purchased herself from having to dispose of moldy items. Illnesses are also a major concern for staff members who are reporting multiple cases of walking pneumonia and other symptoms from teaching in the school over the past few years.
Our staff and families have endured medical costs, recurring chronic infections, unexplained rashes, irritated eyes, sore throats, scratchy throats like the one I have right now, sinus passage infections, and other lingering hacking coughs. Let's not forget the cost to hire new teachers, because our dedicated teachers are being forced to choose their health over the moldy classroom that is technically legal.
In a statement, the district says in part, quote, a previous third-party mold air assessment indicated results were within industry-accepted parameters. Collectively, we are continuing to take actions to address the conditions, including system adjustments and improvements. Now, students in Windsor are already back in the classroom and will be again today. The district has not said the building will be closed. But again, the district is holding a meeting tonight to address the mold concerns. That's set for 6 o'clock tonight, but no questions or comments will be taken in tonight's meeting. There will be another meeting held tomorrow night at 6 p.m. where people can ask questions and have those questions answered. Live in Windsor this morning, Lindsay Kane, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Okay, Lindsay, thank you for that report. Hopefully things will get better there.